stand in, maybe somebody new, but the rest of the four, been watching them all season.
Cool.
Cool.
Cool, man. Cool. So it's Smoke Criminals to the T side, and Wind and Rain have gone full armor. No kits, and it's going to be a B hit. Link is here. He's got some help out here as well with Jenko, but he is one end out. And Agoosh is there as well. Link's going to have to duck, and he will duck into a 6-foot grave. The smoke for doors will secure the bomb plant at least.
Retake now on. I mean, WaR does not really have any utility right now, and Laney in a great spot here. He's going to lurk on in on these CTs. Yep.
Oh, that Molly there. At least they turn and will fight him. He gets it. Laney eventually figures that one out. He's missing like just a little bit left, but Smoke Criminals come out with their first pistol round.
That was like a horror movie to me. Just turning around and just seeing a terrorist standing behind you guys the entire time, waiting for his chance to strike.
I like his positioning too. He's outside of the doors, just waiting on an audio cue, or if they walked all the way through there, a visual cue from his team that he can come in. Either way, he is behind them, and they would have not known his presence.
Very fast B coming in here from Smoke Criminals. Link does find himself getting one, but quickly traded out in the site. Well, it's going to be the terrorist.
Astro is holding on to that flashbang a little bit too long. He wanted to be able to flash from CT and pop it through the doors, but in doing so, the Smoke Criminals weren't having any of it. They jumped into the window, they peeked through the doors, they hit him, they hit his teammates, so Astro wouldn't throw that flashbang in anytime soon. So Smoke Criminals weren't gonna allow them to set up for a re-execute back into the A site.
Only one player to cross here for the CT side. Rest of them just plowing through that catwalk right now. And it's going to be the T's who have head towards long to actually get themselves into quite the fight right now.
They're into a stack, and that smoke is off the mark. So all USPs are pointing into the gap of that one. Site is now having players clamber up on top of this. So damage has been dealt. In fact, you might lose another terrorist here. Nope, doesn't seem to be
quite a bit of damage indeed. 2 guns going down on a full save here for Wind and Rain. Great little effort out of them. But we will see the buy round come in. No op on the field for the CTs, and Smoke Criminals, they're going to keep that scout on Boo and throw in an AWP on Fearoff. Oh, okay, there you go. He does drop it, I think. Yeah, he goes for that A.
So Wind and Rain have to start. They have to start thinking, is this going to be another one of those games? They played earlier today on this network, and they got 16-1. If this starts off with like a 5-0, I can see Wind and Rain starting to get inside their own heads.
Does look like they're going to adjust slightly here and start heading towards Cat. They tried creating long presence but got pushed off, so Cat's going to be their second option now. They are going to be contacted by Laney now. Great pop flat.
Nice. Double dink and another shot in here. Frey's grenade's going to get the assist. But Smoke Criminals are going to start off 2 3/4 men down. This is a tough spot. And still through catwalk. Frey goes through the smoke. That's going to be bombed down. And they still don't know he's here. Seems like Gasty figured it out with a late comm in there. But the round was already over at that point. Wind and Rain with strong presence on catwalk. And then aggressive presence on catwalk shortly thereafter dismantled the Smoke Criminals.
You know what? On top of all of that, Dallas, they get themselves an AWP, so no need to buy one. Well, they're going to go ahead and pick up 4.750 off of an opponent here and cause them to rebuy their own. All money for Smoke Criminals being expended. Very quick long, and they've got control yet again. Adjusting by taking over Cat.
It's like, yeah, Hems is going to go up here with his op. He's going to get onto the site and look towards long. This is the only CT op, but the T's, Fearoff has an op of his own. It's still in T spawn. So the presence right now with Smoke Criminals getting out of the double doors on long is, sure, that's nice and dandy and everything. But with how long they've delayed and allowing Hems to get into a pretty strong spot with his op, pretty much just kind of dissuades him from, or the T's from advancing.
By the looks of it right now, they're going to be starting to push off this catwalk here. So it's going to be Frey and Hems. Can they have a
The wall
nice
crawl.
round?
Zasty is all the way up. No utility necessary. All your CTs are basically up there on catwalk. Maybe you have one down into the CT side of things, but there's the first friction. And here comes Zasty. He's got the first and sprays for the second, but Jenko one shot against the spray transferring Zasty, and it is a 2-on-3. Smoke Criminals looking strong. They're going to plant the bomb for long and send that off downrange.
You know what? That Molotov just gets on the other side of Jenko, but it does separate the CTs from each other here. I think we are going to see a save now as Jenko pulling off that catwalk down to 24 HP will give Smoke Criminals their fourth. So I'm doing the like in the studio thing where I got like one headphone on and one headphone off.
Yeah.
And I've never heard myself like this, and it sounds so weird.
What gets me is going from at home, the open backed headphones, and then going to like a LAN that are 100, like the highest quality headphones ever, but they're not open back. You can feed yourself back into your ears, and that throws me every time. I wish there was professional level, professional level like open back headsets. Great.
Hey man, maybe you've got your own industry brewing in your mind right now. Topical's open back professional headsets.
I'm sure it exists. I'm just ignorant.
We just haven't seen them. I wouldn't say ignorant. We just haven't seen them yet. Look at Jenko. And the timing, well, CS is all about it, and he gets off caught there. B presence being put out while that was happening, though. It will be Astro in the site with a USP to try and make something happen.
Here comes the reinforcements, but they get caught in transition, and what remained on site, that being Astro, is down and out. He was 007 last game. In fact, I think he went, or no, he wasn't 007.
No.
He had assist in there, but
No. Oh, yeah, well, I guess if assist counts. Yeah.
Well, it's 00. Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, but I mean, like, yeah, fine, fair enough.
Yeah,
Fair
but
enough.
technically, yeah, you're right.
yeah, there's no bounce back for me there.
So he went, I think he went like
I think it was like
0
1
and
in
11,
15.
0
Yeah.
and 12 or something before he got a kill. Pretty slow day for Astro.
Right now, pretty slow round for Smoke Criminals. Just changing up the pace, taking out mid control. That's a nice shot from Hems onto Zasty towards mid, but Zasty, no fear. He's going to get aggressive there and find himself a kill.
And
Frey.
that's the op down, too. But look at this position from Frey. 1 and 2. Easy work with it could have been anything. Hell, it could have been a Glock, and he would have finished those guys off. They were walking wounded. And the bomb currently is owned by Wind and Rain. There's tons of time on the clock, but that bomb is damn near the threshold of B tunnels. So the T's have to use what utility they have left just to recover this. And then if they reset, which would be the wise thing to do.
Yep.
At least your CTs have to split their defense at that point.
Now,
Luckily
Frey
enough,
had
the
a
Smoke Criminals have time.
Frey had a smoke, but I think he lagged out or something towards the window, and he wasn't able to actually get that off. The bomb was recovered by Smoke Criminals, so that's really unfortunate there for the CTs now, as they are going to wrap back around to what looks like Long. And Astro, is he going to spot this? It's a little bit late for him as the T's have already crossed, and they should be making their way into A site very shortly.
Seems like Wind and Rain are pretty committed that it's going to be a re-aggress to the B site. And in doing so,
there goes Astro.
yeah, Astro's got the timing correct on this. One smoke has to be committed for the cross. There it is. It's very, very close to the wall, though. Astro misses them both. Unfortunate. Bomb will get planted.
Rule of thumb when crossing, you always want to cross out of the smoke rather into it. So it ended up working for Smoke Criminals there.
Yeah, but that smoke was pretty much.
It was a
against
huge
the wall.
gap nonetheless. Yeah, it was a huge gap nonetheless.
Fearoth has been flashed. He's on site, and the CTs are already climbing across. There's the first. His angle's getting really thin. Fearoth has 2. Looking for the last one, who's now in a retreat idea, but a 1v1.
Look
Bomb
at Gautier.
not planted for catwalk per se,
Oh,
but Garoth.
Gautier.
Gautier? Okay, God.
Gautier. Gautier, yeah. Same thing.
Gautier, secures it
Oh,
with the
man.
cat flank.
That's hilarious. Oh, look at Gautier once again. He's gonna open up this round, find himself a kill. Jenko's made his way through to lower here, but it does seem to be in vain as A site has been compromised and the T's are already turning around to look at mid. Oh, they ran right by Jenko. To go for the
Xbox
bomb.
Smoke, flank
Go
smoke.
for the bomb. Go for the bomb.
Dink.
Oh!
Gautier is a little slow to react to that one. He doesn't even get an assist on that, but Astro has successfully hit 007, and the score is the Brazil 1-7.
An attack pause rightfully coming out as Wind and Rain here. I mean, I imagine they're just trying to gather their laurels here, come back into this strong. Because as it stands, Smoke Criminals running away very easily with this T side. Anything they're pressuring, they're finding their openings, whether it be long, cat, or even B, one of the harder sites to take in Counter-Strike. Smoke Criminals, they're finding success everywhere.
So I've actually wondered this. What is, you say gather their laurels. What's a laurel?
They're small evergreen trees.
I Googled it. That's what it is. But why would you gather your laurels?
Honestly, I don't know, but back in soccer days when I used to play and watch it a lot, all the casters and stuff would say resting on their laurels, gathering their laurels, things like that, and it just kind of caught on.
That's peculiar.
Hey man, don't question it. It's old English talk, okay?
Oh, pop flash. And you got one. Might even get a second one in here as well. Spotting his shoulder.
Oh
5,
God.
6, 7 bullets into him. Astro is on the board. In fact, 2 kills for Astro right out of the gates to start this one off 5v3.
Nice attack pause. I mean, it's gonna pay off here. By the looks of it, as Smoke Criminals down to only 3 people. As they look to just work these individual picks. Look at Booze made his way out towards middle here. Does hear a drop in spawn. What is his play?
Oh my God, is he
Is
gonna
he gonna check
sneak
it?
his
Oh,
way?
he checks.
1 and 2. That's evened out. It is gonna be traded back in by Frey with a headshot body shot combo. Bomb into A doors.
Oh, nice
And
shot.
it is all up to Feroth now. Tough shot to hit. It does seem to have struck. Astro caught that one, but it passed through the wall first. A smoke will give him at least a peek into the A site. But the smoke's not going to last forever. He's going to deal with things one at a time, flying into the pit with a CZ.
Yeah, at that point, he knew he needed to make a play, and he goes for it. Unable to really pull that one off. Smoke Criminals do fall for the second time in this first half now. But you know what? It's Wind and Rain who are going to suffer. If they get reset now, Smoke Criminals right where they left off, pushing for a very confident half win. Very convincing half win.
Well, 3 surviving for Wind and Rain last round with the stolen op is bueno. So even if they lose a round, it'll be back up to snuff in a shorter amount of time. It's just that you have to so far go against the grain, and it has been Smoke Criminals seems to be all day so far. So good luck. You're gonna have to pull one out of the hat, hopefully by Astro waking up. If he can wake up and continue to exert his force, then it just takes that much more pressure off the rest of the team. There's the first 2 frags.
Nice shot from Fearoth. Now Hemsky towards his back plat. He's about to get mollied out. And Fearoth's going to turn around and start watching his back here as well. Hemsky just ate it all. He just ate it all. But you know what? They're not expecting a second person in sight. Fearoth responds to the sight guy, and he's taken out by the 2 players in middle. Now remember, 6 rounds, Dal, I'm comfortable with if I'm on CT. That's where I want to hit. That's what I'm good with. I'm aiming for that. 3 rounds away is Wind and Rain from that score mark. Smoke Criminals now. We do see another pause come out. And is that going to be from the T side here? Because they didn't have their buy coming. as we were ending the freeze time. So I imagine they were just pausing to get themselves back together.
Yeah, they got 2 players that have enough cash. Firoth and Gutier have 41 and 5100 respectively. So you can get 2 AKs out of that. You can get an AK, Galil. It could be enough, but they're not getting it done with full rifles anyways.
Just pistol
now
armor,
that
right?
now that Wind and Rain have gotten themselves at least standing on a solid ground, it's full utility, full rifle, full an op in there too. You're looking pretty. So I don't think a force buy in this round would be any good for Smoke Criminals. Probably still have the same result. So this is the correct call.
Interesting choice for... Okay, never mind. They bought a little bit of utility just to smoke to get up cap very quickly. It does look like they're just going to force this all the way up.
Late molly from Astro. Already all 5 Ts have rounded the corner.
Oh my god.
They've done a dink too. Jenko is hanging on at 11 HP. He's finally going to be rounded out, and the grenade will detonate on sight. Thought it was going to be enough to be able to plant, or actually they do plant the bomb on the catwalk side of the boxes. That is mission accomplished for Smoke.
Yeah, it was a great idea from Smoke too. What they did to even get those 2 kills was they just had the bomb plant. What's going to happen is the guy in sight, well, he instinctively is going to peek, right? Because 1, he thinks it's a full eco. He's going to look to drop a couple kills. 2, he's trying to keep that bomb down. The bomb was going down. They had 3 people just sitting, waiting for that guy to peek up ramp. They take him down very easily.
The 3 rounds of loss bonus plus 1 bomb plant. Enough to get themselves a full set. So full buy v full buy. Long A, we've seen Wind and Rain using flashes and smokes to secure these doors, and they do that again. They put 3 players in this early. This is what got them their first of string of 3 rounds. And it seems like Smoke Criminals do not pressure that. Don't roll those dice again. It's a tough win to come through smokes and come through pre-fires and smoke spams, and it's not something you're going to win.
We'll be heading up catwalk now. WaR, they've got a pretty decent A setup going. Jenko should be able to get himself 1 or 2 if Cat is what Smoke Criminals do decide to hit here. And towards the long, they've got some great support play going on with Astro, Flash Prime to help out Frey if so needed.
Yeah, I want to see that same T smoke and then have them split by water falling off of the catwalk as well as pushing around the plat and trying to wrap onto that A site really well. But the bombs head back to the B site, and the mid presence right now is Gutier is through the doors. He's got a teammate right beside him as well. They secure with a Molotov, and they're going to split this B site. The 2 standing have a lot of work in front of them. Gutier is up and over. Hems got the kill, and Hems is still alive, even though he's burning to death at this point. A 4-on-2. Great take by the Smoke Criminals. They were given all that mid control. They smoke off CT. They throw a Molotov even behind that smoke, and there's almost no resistance after that point.
Do you see the save coming up? But you know what? Laney, he's not going to let them go without a fight. Pushing around towards these long doors here, Dallas. He's just going to look for this frag onto Frey, who has a crossfire set up with Astro, and they should be able to handle this problem fairly easily. There it is. Very unorthodox spot for Astro to be in.
Yeah, and Smoke Criminals, I do not want to see them keep pushing this. Their money's decent, but you got to think in the long con here.
Yeah.
Nobody else is going to die. So it's now 4-8, and what you were talking about, Wind and Rain just looking to get themselves 6 rounds, are still on pace for that.
As we near the end of this first half, I mean, Smoke Criminals, they started off very strong, but we're seeing a little bit of momentum shift here as Wind and Rain are coming alive. Yeah, they did fall in that round, but I'd still say they're on their way to get 2 more.
Little skirmish at those long doors. Not as much presence early by Wind and Rain. I think they had like 2.5 rather than the full 3 that they had committed before on those long doors. But now that the 2 have left, they've left it all up to Frey. He's going to have some help that's at least towards the top of the elevator to give some crossfire in here. But Frey has shown himself in pit. and he will take the first smoke criminal out.
Doesn't have any rotations though. Is the flash? Yeah, here comes the flash. Watch Frey with the peek. Oh yeah, babe. Oh,
It's
I
enough.
was expecting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know how the last one wasn't a wall bang. Definitely went through the telephone pole. But 2 kills for Frey. Give an assist for the flashbang that was in there too. Now Laney is a bit trapped. Even though it would be a surprise for Frey, Laney is 100% separated from his team. Now caught behind a blue bin. There's the turn. He's won the fight.
You know what? That changes everything on this map dynamic now as Catwalk becomes actually attainable here. We see Hemsky now. He's aiming towards Cat. We have Laney at long. So we're going to see a split come in with only one CT really primed to defend. Oh, but the smoke gets blocked for the cross, Dallas. They got to go and dry.
Well, it's going to be rough with a player on site, too. They've gone for the wall bang, but it's not enough. But there's a crossfire set in. Nice work from Boo. He's gotten 2,
Oh
and that's
my
the third
God.
one from Fearoth. And even with the flubbed smoke, Link is going to try and stop the plant. A flashbang ain't going to do it. There was like 6 seconds left on the clock, but he's got a shot at this. Now that Fearoth is down and out early, they're still peeking him.
Okay, he does take down 2. Brings it down to Laney, who's able to close that one out. But, oh, my heart started pounding there. As soon as that smoke got blocked, I saw the setup from that guy in spawn. I thought that was going to be very scary. But the cat explosion by smoke criminals really cements that round in their favor.
So it will be pistols for Wind and Rain. Got a Deagle and a bunch of CZs. Even losing Jenko this early is not that big of a deal. I think he, at best, had a P250. Pop flash into the B site. Link is in here, coughing and choking on the smoke. He'll flank just the MAC-10. Now the site is taken over, but there's 2 kills. Astra's come in for one as well as Boo just shoves the barrel into the pocket of Link. That'll net a kill. And Hems can do some more work here, but he's already on site. The bomb just got planted, and then that guy was going to arm himself anyway. So we're into the last round of the first half, and Wind and Rain will get themselves what's possible to be a full buy, less some utility.
You got that T-side auto sniper about to start spamming the doors, plus Fearoth's off. Ooh, somebody might not make it out of this, Dal.
Tap, 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 tap. They crossed.
Oh, they crossed clean, too.
Nothing even slowed him down. So the team that was into the tunnels.
Yeah, they get there and
wisely
it's smoked
break.
off. Yeah. Look at this triple boost. I love it. Love
Right.
it. Oh
That
my
is
God.
Way up and over. What's his field of view up there?
Dude, he can
Fearoth
see
can see everything.
Yeah. Everything the light touches.
Is yours. Now, Link
Nice
is in a
Molotov.
the Molly's perfect though, and they hadn't even seen that yet. But Link will take all
Dude.
3. Oh my goodness! How does Link win that fight with all those terrorists there? Smoke
I
to
think-
at least secure the bomb back.
I think what happened was the guy who threw the molly was the opper holding it. Second guy was not expecting it. So the op misses. The AK wasn't expecting it. And then the third guy, well, he's got a Molotov out. And there you go. That's 3 on the round for Link.
Still, if somebody peeks these mid doors, Ecstasy's auto. There's the cross. Rat-a-tat-tat. Recross, and they've lost the bomb. So this is looking like it's going to be Wind and Rain's fifth. It is absolutely that. 5-10. Great round. At Behold is just the first and second, sure, great shooting. The third is what impressed me the most. Is just standing his ground. He was mollied out of position, and he was the one to force the fight. And it's an angle that, in all honesty, Smoke Criminals hadn't seen yet. Nobody's played up against that. I guess it's a door now. It used to be the fence. Nobody played up against the fence yet, but they still vigilantly checked that corner. Fight.
What you'll see actually at a lot of tier 1 teams when they're working something is, so let's say they have a feeling somebody's there. What they'll do, and you'll see Cold Zero do this, you'll see Elise do this, and you know, it's a good habit to get into. You molly a spot and just spray the spot down that you're mollying. because you've already given away your position, right? By mollying that spot, they know that somebody's there. So you might as well spray the spot that you're mollying, because if somebody does try and run out, well, guess what? They're running into your AK spray.
They're gonna get tagged, and then they're definitely dead to the fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's better than just, you're sitting there and you throw the molly and maybe you move on to another topic, which might be, the barrels towards the back of flat. And then that guy who just decided, well, screw it, I'll tank 30 damage and then I'll peek out, he's going to catch you unsuspecting. So it's you take a couple seconds, you do a couple different things, and it could net you a successful outcome.
You could. Instead, it went the other way. So Wind and Rain got the 5th. Already 5 times above what they did earlier today.
Let's forget about that one, okay?
It's tough to forget, man. Getting 16-1. That's rough. So as opposed to the full 5 armor CT side that we saw last, we now see a kit that's included for Gautier. And it's a B hit. 3 players already in here. Boo has the first. He wants to get a fresh magazine in, but he's peeking wide with 1 bullet left. XC gets the kills, and the bomb doubles back. Don't like the looks of that one. They're going to try and race into the A site where Astro has secured it. Everybody's elsewhere. But Gautier is going to be first up and in, now coming up the ramp.
Oh, nice shot. Ooh, Zasty, though, returns the favor right back onto him. Laney now picking up 1, and a second for him on the round will secure Smoke Criminals. Pistol round here, Dallin. I just want to point out, it's very interesting there. You saw the idea that they wanted to split, right? You saw the smoke come out, the paw flash towards middle. But what happened in B was the bomb fell back, but he kind of left his teammate out there while they were already down a man to fight. So if they lose it yet another, well, which is exactly what happens, they fell into a 5v3. They know the bomb's rotating out as well, and it just becomes an uphill battle from there. And unfortunately, I just think that the guy that was with the bomb in B tunnels, he should have just got out of dodge right away. As soon as his bomb got out of there, no need for him to be in there either.
So another pause. Been a lot of pauses on a delayed game. I feel like this is our 3rd pause.
I cannot recall, but I do know that I'm getting €1 after this.
Just €1?
Oh, with some fries and gravy on the side, yeah.
How much are you gonna pay for that euro?
The euro combo itself with a drink comes to $9.
9 Canadian.
Yeah.
For €1. It's a terrible exchange rate.
Oh my god.
The setup, the spike, the dad joke.
I'm holding my hands in my face right now. I was like, how is that expensive for what? He said euro. He said euro. God damn. Oh, man. All right, guys. We're going to throw it to some music while we wait on this to get unpaused. Remember, you're watching ESEA MDL. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Never mind.
That's a new record. I've never seen the music call and then they just unpause it immediately. It usually at least goes to music.
Oh my god. All right, here we go. WaR onto that full eco. Smoke Criminals. Well, they're looking to just farm up some money before this first gun round.
Triple SMG. 3 bros are outside the long doors for Wind and Rain, stacking up as best as they can to see if they can get a kill out of this. If they're really seriously thinking about winning a pistol round, this would be the way to do it. Sit back, see if the CTs extend themselves too far, and you catch them in the cookie jar.
Pretty straightforward round. Just hang out, and I mean, we are nearing the minute mark, so we will see them just grouping up, getting ready to plow, and it does look like long A is what they're going to go towards, and guess who's waiting for them? Gautier and his MP9 Storm. Oh, don't turn around!
Oh, 30 bullets! 3 kills, down to his sidearm.
Oh, yeah!
Nice! Those last 2 were tough. Gautier with a spray down ace +2. Awesome work. MVP in my heart. That's a ton of money. Oh, my goodness.
That got me so hyped.
It's not easy, but that is the if you're gonna do it, it'd be there and like cash squeaky door, just some tiny choke point.
Hut door on
Yeah.
nuke, like things like
Hut
that.
hike.
Squeaky door.
So hut hike. Frey
Look at
eats
Gautier.
a little molly damage, and Firov throws a little grenade damage to his teammate. It's an attempted A split, but very fast catwalk presence here. Molotov's going to come in, but it's not going to stop the first two players that have already advanced beyond. As Astro attempts to hop his way across the side railing there and dies. The bomb is
Still have
out in the
long
open.
control.
At least it didn't fall.
So we have Gautier now. He's holding this long door. Stack. As long as that control stays, we see a chance in the round. Don't turn, Gautier. Oh my god. Oh, it works out.
Zasty gets those next two, it looks like, and it's only Link. 1v3 now after the 4. But that is a very tall CT you don't anticipate. As Laney gets up on top of the little side railing himself and is an extra foot taller rounding the corner, upsetting the aim of the defender. And Smoke Criminals now to 13.
So Gautier holding long that entire round. The second he turned to look back, just in case someone was flanking him from long, Frey actually came through the doors. But Gautier, lucky enough that Frey didn't check his left. Yep. Can you imagine if Wind and Rain got somebody in Big Pit that round and we were able to anchor that with Link in the top of A? Much different outcome.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
They did that intentionally.
Oh, Frey! 50 cal all the way from the tons to the back of the B site. And Zasty is going a bit too far. Another D. Another dink. B site's open. They're going to use a flash to get their way in. They don't have a smoke to block off those doors, but that's not really a problem. Well, they do have a smoke, as a matter of fact. May have picked it off one of the CT bodies.
I wonder if they're going to go for this, though. I mean, T's, they've got full control. Yeah, okay, it is a save.
Wow.
I mean, we got plenty of rounds to play with, right? The T's got some nice deagles off at the start of the round. No need for Smoke Criminals to try and, you know, force their way back into it because of their ego, right? Give up the round. Let's move on to next. It is what it is, right? Because it was some nice deagle shots. Nothing you can do at that point. Nothing. Maybe Zasty didn't need to push up B tunnels, being the only anchor over towards the B side at that point. Could have waited for somebody to rotate in, maybe towards middle. But it is what it is.
Indeed.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. So a very conservative call for the Smoke Criminals to just back out of that one. 3 you could buy for the 2, absolutely, and they had money to speak of as well. So there's really no impact, no serious impact to their economy now. But on the other end of it, on the other side of the coin, Wind and Rain got a huge boost to their economy, winning themselves a upped pistol round. And if I'm not mistaken, Wind and Rain did do that in their first match tonight, earlier tonight. They won an eco round themselves against advancing CTs.
I cannot remember.
It was, I think, 1 deagle and the rest were Glocks on Inferno.
Still cannot
It
recall.
was Cat. It was
No,
Cat.
they played Inferno. Inferno was our first one, and then it was Euronics versus Royal Bandit.
Blah.
But going back into this match here as we near the minute mark, Dallas does look like Wind and Rain opting towards middle to be their point of entry, point of attack for this round.
Zasty's here. He's going to throw a flash for himself. Pre-fires his angle too, but nobody's home.
Ooh,
It does, though, stop the T's where they stand. They have to get ahead and take advantage of this mid control that they've spent so much time setting up for. A second smoke comes in. It's going to block off CT. And all the while, Zasty's able to fall back into the B site with
look
Boo.
at this flash. Zasty peeking out now. He's not able to find anything, though. A lot of damage. Janko picks up 2. And Astro takes down Boo. Dallas, Wind and Rain. Looking like they're going to get their 7th of the evening.
Did you say that's a lot of damage?
That's a lot of damage, too.
That's a lot of damage.
Why is that funny? I don't know.
God, what was that? It's like tape, right?
What?
That advertisement. That's a lot of damage. I
Oh,
can't remember
know.
what kind of. I can't remember the name of that tape.
Is it Slexfield? Slexfield.
Flex Seal, that's it.
Flexfield. That's Slexfield.
Sex feel. That's
Oh, man.
damage. But 2 ops are saved here for Smoke Criminals. And the fact that they played so conservatively before is testament that they'll be able to buy up here no problem.
Let's see where Smoke Criminals go with these double ops that they were able to bring into this round here. I wonder if they're going to go for that mid pick. You know, it doesn't look like
Always scary.
Oh, yeah. Especially on this version of Dust 2, I'm noticing a lot more people are getting picked. Another flash coming in as Gautier now making his way around, and he's going to get caught. That's going to be long A. Compromised.
I feel like the Smoke Criminals have slipped and possibly fallen quite a distance. They're not on the same level as what they were getting a huge rack of rounds up. Right now it's 2 rounds in a row with wind and rain, and Smoke Criminals forcing to save after that, and they're losing bodies across the map. Again, Boo this time gets caught into the upper tunnels.
Yeah, just trying to get some aggression going, trying to clear out a little bit of info. He does clear upper, but he's caught by Jenko towards that lower part.
Laney's pushing catwalk right now. Jenko catches an op shot through the double doors, and it wounds him seriously. But all the while, if... Oh, he's stuck on the T's head! There's another box here. I wasn't familiar with this box.
You know what?
But now the T's take advantage of that, and then they push long and find it open for business.
So Firov, he had a nice idea to get in front of that smoke. He was going to go for a quick, easy kill and drop back in, but great pop flash from Wind and Rain. They are able to take him down, and they quickly dismantle the cat player as well.
I don't know if I see this Wind and Rain slow down. The storm's going to get worse, much longer before it gets better.
Probably we'll see attack pods come in at some point soon, Dallas. Maybe not the next round because Smoke Criminals should be ecoing, but definitely the following round after that. Should see them just look for a pause, slow things down before they go into that gun round.
You were saying one op can have the chance to completely flip around. Is it gonna happen here? There is a lot of loss bonus starting to mount, at least for the Smoke Criminal side. So it's only going to be one weaker round with the op before things turn around for their favor.
Let's see if Zacy with this op can be the Achilles to Wind and Rain's conquest.
Well, they're going through the tons. And Firov's sad, lonely Desert Eagle on the B site, not gonna get anything done. Just chip damage. As I heard an op shot fire off, I think Zasty hit a shot, but it was through a box and didn't do all the damage in the world to Frey, I believe. So it's a cleanup crew from here out, and it'll be a 4-round lead for Smoke Criminals.
Slowly dwindling away here as Laney does find Jenko Dal. Astro trading him out, gives Wind and Rain their 9th. And we see a gun round come in.
So one thing I've noticed from Smoke Criminals, when they lose a man early, they will try and push somewhere else. So for example, they've lost a man on Catter, they've lost a man on Long, I think twice now. And a player in B will push the tunnels to try and make up some ground. And they end up just worse than they just were. Rather than it being a 4v5, it's now a 3v5.
Especially on a map like D2, a 3v5 is pretty much unrecoverable. But yeah, just to make a point on that, Dust 2. Sorry about that. Dust 2 is one of those maps though As B side is being attacked where you need to take presence, you need to make move. Right now, Wind and Rain moving into B. They're gonna find it very easily here.
Molly might spread, doesn't matter. Laney is going to end Jenko, and that is a man advantage to the Smoke Criminals. Honor to Boo and Zasty, who are the inherent defenders. And you've got a long flank coming. The bomb's not even planted yet. Firoth and Laney only have to, like, false presence here. Poke out, fire through the smoke, do something silly, and bait the time. Oh, but the time wasn't in favor. There's the entry in. It is going to be just Hems. He got one kill. That was the player on the long flank, who's Gutier, but he couldn't stop the overwhelming presence of the players coming through the doors.
He actually missed a point-blank shot there, which would have actually turned that into a 1v1. But Smoke Criminals do get their 14th, and now they're 2 rounds away here, Dal, from finding success in their final match, closing this one out. Nice flash towards the long. WaR heading out very quickly here, and that's going to prompt Smoke Criminals to have to give it up now. We see Laney. Very cheeky spot here. Let's see if these Molotovs from WaR find themselves towards this car area.
No direct resistance on the long doors.
Oh,
Not
here we
immediate. And here comes the Molly. Laney heard it coming. He's got a smoke prep, so he only takes 10 damage. Doesn't need to move out of this yet. He just caught one to the face through the wall. Throws a flashbang as well, and he has somehow escaped, I believe, from a smoke from maybe Gutier that dropped that one in the middle of long, and that allowed him enough cover to escape. Good teamwork there.
Look at this. Oh, never mind. Okay, I thought Smoke Criminals were going to reaggress towards Cat and just push on up, but they are going to rotate Firos up around the long, and we're going to see contact very shortly.
Two smokes
Nice
across
flag.
all the T's. Just eat the flash. Link coming up. He will at least end Firoth, who had a pretty good feed on everybody coming up through the ramp. Is now a 3-on-4. Point blank. Zasty jumps up on his teammate's shoulders, takes the frag, but you do not need to push the smoke. This is scary because the smoke's going to fade, and both these CTs are out in the open. There's the first. Jenko at the car is more than enough because it's only Zasty left. He is looking, staring Jenko down, who's spraying through. Stands, misses. That's the end of the round. Wind and Rain force a hard eco reset to the Smoke Criminals.
And now we have a game as Smoke Criminals going on to that double eco. Wind and Rain should be able to get themselves at least these next 2 rounds here, at which point we will see a gun round. If Smoke Criminals fall on that, well, Wind and Rain can effectively tie this one up at 14-14.
4 flashes for long. 5. Everything was popping off. You had 3 players for Smoke Criminals that were thinking about pushing towards long. All those flashes sent them right back. They'll still stand as a trio, but to catwalk now.
Is Wind and Rain going to do their due diligence towards Cat, though? That's the big question here, Del. Or are they just going to go off Cat, try and dry peek in, and get themselves caught by 3 CTs waiting? Also, Firoth has that M4.
Yeah, he's using Gutier and Laney as bait.
Oh.
Right now. They round the corner, and they could not execute that like they wanted to. Great shooting from Jenko there, but the timing was just poor for really Firoth's M4 and the pistols that were in front of him acting as distractors and meat shields. Well,
If Firoth had his M4 out off that peak, I think we might have seen a different outcome. Unfortunately, he gets caught with his nade out. That prompts the guy tucked away under those staircases to peek. He gets taken down. And at that point, the surprise person who really is supposed to come out after the T's have committed to the cat peek, well, he's gone.
Everybody's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Just,
Yep.
That's the description of what just happened there. Link takes a bunch of damage. Really, there's a lot of lit players. A lot of low-hanging fruit. There's the first. Not going to be a second one. Zasty got wall banged through the door and said, "That's it. I'm coming out swinging. So this will be the eco. The reason they bought up pistol armor there is, I mean, it was either a double eco, and then your third round you're going to have a lot of utility with your rifles. That utility is going to suffer next round, but they will at least have themselves 3 rounds of loss bonus, but only a 2-round lead at that point.
Wind and Rain very quickly towards long, aren't going to be making any contact, probably calling the bomb over here as well now. Put it into a little bit more safer territory as Smoke Criminals towards this B stack aren't finding anything as the closest member, Link, has made his way down towards lower B here. And he's going to be heading up on towards A.
I'd be interested to see if they clear out that A site and if Link just stops dead in his tracks. Because they're going to say, hey, it's a B stack. And now Link is like, oh, I'm so close to the enemy.
He's like, stat, stat, stat. He knows it's coming. Very slow round here. Even Smoke Criminals not looking to give anything away.
They're still chilled. Now, here's the thing. If Smoke Criminals are, quote-unquote, saving right now, they could bait Wind and Rain into thinking, well, if they're not pressuring, they're not going for exit frags, they're saving in the B site, they're saving something.
Yeah, they might have armor,
so they might come at
gun.
them. Yeah, so Wind and Rain might come at them on this B site.
I mean, I assume Wind and Rain know after the... Because we got the economy reset, right? So this is technically the 3rd round that would be the full save round. So I assume they know something's up, but maybe... Okay, this is what I'm imagining. Wind and Rain know their economy's reset to the point where why give them the 300, right? One of those predicaments, right? Why give them just what they need maybe to pick up head armor, to pick up that M4, and that's a smart choice from the T side.
Not a single casualty. That doesn't happen very often.
Really?
Nobody died that round.
That's good people.
I usually only see that on cobblestone, but I don't think that's only when there's like a force buy pistol armor and they choose not to use.
Oh, gee.
Nice entries. Jenko and Frey both pair up together. Nice crossfire out of the doors, getting the player in pit as well as to the corner. And now the Smoke Criminals starting off on a really bad foot.
Yeah, not really much that can happen here for Smoke Criminals. They have to make something happen for themselves. I imagine they're going to go for this mid-take, just look to re-aggress it here. But we still have somebody in T-spawn as Astro is just now smoking the Xbox.
Pop flash to come, I believe. Oh, but it's going to get scary. Zasty sees a molly is coming towards his cat. So they think it's going to be an A split. So there's the flash they throw. Boo's here with a shotgun.
Yeah, wasn't able to capitalize on it.
Not going to be the best of weapons. So these smokes are going to help him. He could close the distance, but they spray through and get him anyways.
Looking like he just landed in Pachinki at the start of a PUBG game.
You played that game much lately? All I hear about is I don't play PUBG anymore, but I just follow it on the subreddit, and it seems like everybody is on a huge hate train for that.
I mean, honestly, the latest updates, they updated performance, they updated with the new maps, a bunch of different grips on the weapons as well. I mean, it's pretty fun to play. Nice shot by Boo. Wow.
Get scooted. Oh, fear off point blank. And
Not
the pistol
like
from Laney on
this.
cat. I don't even think it was a fast cat. It was just a meandering cat. Now, Astro is out here. He's got a rifle, but damn if he's being flanked. This is going to be... I mean, your T's are split. They're losing across the field. It is only Astro. 1v4 to 1-3 now. He's got players already in his face.
There you go. Laney.
What a pistol push.
And that's going to give them the 15th round. I mean, yeah, good thing Wind and Rain has plenty of money, but what a way to go down and give up that 15th, at least overtime round.
Yikes. That was one that Wind and Rain wish they could take back.
No op on the field for the T side here. Instead, we see a very fast beat.
Oh, they're going quick, and the smoke is out. Astro rounds the corner. He loses his life. Basically will take 2, and Astro, or rather Boo, finally falls 3v3 very fast into this round, and they're still looking to fight. The CTs don't want to give them any ground.
Look at this Boo.
They do hesitate, and there's the flank. Watch Laney.
Nice kill. Fearoth might be able to find one as well here.
I think one more kill, and then Wind and Rain just crumble at this point. So they push ahead. Hemsk tried to just run into the fight and pick it. 1v2, no good. That will be the end of it, and Wind and Rain drop both of their matches today.
Yeah, 0-2 on the evening, and I mean, that's going to put them down to very scary.